Dr. Meenakshi Maur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Shri Sandhyaji Government College, Mandafia, Chittorgarh. Today, my topic is Life History of Bombyx mori. First of all, we will see what is the common name of Bombyx mori. It is known as mulberry silkworm, or in Hindi, it is also known as Resham ka Kida. Although a number of species are found producing silk, but only few species like Bombyx mori are used for sericulture industry. Now we will see its classification. Bombyx mori belongs to phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, order Lepidoptera, and family Bombycidae. Bombyx mori, which is known as mulberry silkworm, why it is known as mulberry silkworm? Actually, the natural food of this worm is mulberry leaf. Hence, it is known as mulberry silkworm. The silk produced by this moth is white in color. Now, we will see its stages of the life history of Bombyx mori, which includes fertilization, egg laying, hatching, emergence of caterpillar, pupa, cocoon formation, and emergence of imago. So first of all, we will discuss fertilization. The adult of Bombyx mori is about 2.5 centimeter in length and pale creamy white in color. And due to heavy body and feeble wings, their flight is not possible by the female moth. And the moth is unisexual in nature and doesn't feed during its very short life period of 2-3 days. Fertilization is internal, which is proceeded by copulation. This is a adult male and this is a adult female. Just after emergence from the cocoon, the male moth copulates with female for about 2-3 hours, and if not separated, they may die after few hours of copulating with female. Just after copulation, female starts egg laying, which is completed in 1 to 24 hours. One moth lays 400 to 500 eggs, which depends upon the climatic condition and the supply of food material to the caterpillar, from which the female moth is emerged. The egg laying is always in form of clusters. See, these are in the form of clusters, and they are covered with a gelatinous secretion of the female moth. It helps them in proper attachment. Gelatinous secretion helps in holding eggs together. The eggs laid by the female moth are rounded and white in color, and the weight of the newly laid 2000 eggs is approximately about 1 gram. And with the increase in time after laying, eggs become darker and darker day by day. Actually, two types of eggs are generally found: diapause and non-diapause type. The diapause type of eggs are laid by the silkworm, which inhabits in the temperate region, where those silkworm which inhabits in subtropical regions like India lay non-diapause types of egg. During diapause, all the vital activities of the eggs stops. Now, from these eggs, means the eggs after 10 days of incubation hatch into a larva, which is called a caterpillar. Hatching stage is the most important phase of silk moth's life. After hatching, caterpillar require continuous supply of food. Why? Because they are voracious feeder. If there is not proper supply of mulberry leaf, the development of caterpillar would not be in a proper course. And many a times, due to the absence or lack of food material, young caterpillar die, which cause a greater loss to the sericulture industry. And it is also recorded that in univoltine race, hatching of eggs takes 1 month after laying. Now, what is univoltine? The race of silkworm by which only one crop is taken in 1 year is called univoltine. Now, caterpillar. The newly hatched caterpillar is about zero point 0.3 centimeter in length and it's a pale yellowish white in color. The caterpillars have well developed mandibulate type of mouth parts which is adapted to feed easily on the mulberry leaves. The caterpillar is 12 segmented and the abdominal region has 10 segments having 5 pairs of pseudo legs. It is caterpillar is also provided with a small dorsal horn on the anal segment. See, this is a dorsal horn. This is the abdominal pseudo legs. This is thoracic true legs. This is head, and these dots are spiracles. Because of its being very much tender, the first instar larva can feed only on very soft leaves of mulberry plants. As I have told you before, they are voracious feeders. So they grow rapidly, which is marked by 4 moltings. After first, second, third, and fourth moltings, caterpillars get changed into two, third, fourth, and fifth instars respectively. How much time it will take? It takes about 21 to 25 days after hatching. The full grown caterpillar is 7.5 centimeter in length. It develops salivary glands, stops feeding, and undergoes pupation. The time taken for the full growth of the caterpillar from young to the well grown stage varies with regard to the temperature, humidity, food supply, and the type of race. And the weight of full grown caterpillar varies from 4 to 6 gram. Now, when caterpillars stop feeding and move towards corner among the leaves and secrete a sticky fluid through silk gland. The secreted fluid comes out through spinneret, a narrow pore situated on the hypopharynx and takes the form of long fine thread of silk. This thread of silk hardens on exposure to the air and it is wrapped around the body of the caterpillar in the form of covering called as cocoon. See. Cocoon. Cocoon is the white colored bag of the pupa whose outer threads are irregular while the inner threads are regular. The length of continuous thread secreted by caterpillar for the formation of cocoon is about 1000 to 1200 meters and it requires 3 days to complete. The thread is wound around the cocoon in a concentric manner. See, the binding of threads round the cocoon is very interesting and quick going phenomena achieved by the constant round motion of the head of the caterpillar from one side to the other, which is at the rate of 65 times per minute. When the silkworm pupa is covered with a thick, oval, white, or yellow silken cocoon, it is estimated that practical application that 1 pound of silk can be obtained from 2500 cocoons. And the weight of one cocoon is about 1.8 to 2.2 gram. And the weight of the cocoon shell only is 0.05 gram. The size of the thread is 2.0 to 2.8 denier. The pupal period lasts for 10 to 12 days and the pupa cut the cocoon and emerge into adult moth. See, this is the cut open cocoon and this is a chrysalis. When it is cut, adult moth is emerged. Due to active metamorphic changes during pupal period, the abdominal pseudoleg disappear. See, these are the pseudoleg disappear and two pairs of wings develop. Two pairs of wings. The silkworm within the cocoon secretes an alkaline fluid to moisten its one of the ends. As a result of this, moistened end becomes soft where the threads are cut open by the silkworm. Finally, a hole is formed through which a feeble adult moth squeezes out of the cocoon. So, this is the life history of Bombyx murri. This is the adult female, adult male. Copulation occurs. The adult female lays eggs on mulberry leaves. These eggs, then from this egg caterpillar emerges, and after first, second, third, and fourth molting, caterpillars get changed into second, third, fourth, and fifth instars respectively. Then cocoon formation takes place, and from cocoon, adult female or adult male is emerged. So, from cocoon, silk is obtained. So, the production of silk from the silkworm by rearing practices on commercial scale is called sericulture. In the next lecture, I will speak about sericulture. The cocoon, from this cocoon silk is obtained, which is very beautiful and fancy gift of nature. But its commercial production is very much complicated and a tough job which requires heavy manpower. So we need improved race of Bombyx mori and good nutritive type of mulberry plantation. So these are the requirements. Now, so this is all about life history of Bombyx mori. Thank you.